Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Chicago Bears and the Baltimore Ravens. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. Off we go here in Baltimore. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
They go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. Gonna go right back to Henry. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And on 3rd down, that ball's incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Down the field, it's DJ Moore. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So a big one there to start the drive. It's a gain of 34.
This guy has just such a knack for getting open, Mike, and whenever they're looking for that big play, he's usually one of the guys at the top of the progression, and it's pretty easy to see why.
They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. What a run by Swift. 33 yards.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare them to stop it.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Flush to his right. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
19, guys.
So I like these plays. I think the more guys, Mike, that you can get involved in the ground game, the better. And, of course, they're going to get enough touches to their back in a traditional sense, but Make the defense defend every blade of grass from sideline to sideline and from line of scrimmage to the end zone. And one of the best ways to do it is to...
And he'll take it on in. Holston Lovely. Touchdown, Chicago. Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He's got it. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead.
Bears 7, Ravens 0.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
On play action, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end likely downfield. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
On the play.
How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
First and 10.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, two things need to happen. One, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
The tackle man at the 47-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 6. Back to throw, Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. So after one, it's the Bears off to the early lead. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Set to go now on first and 10. Play action now. Jackson. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time.
Second and 10.
And it'll lead to a second down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up
a
third down.
And 10 yards.
That's not an easy catch by any means, but at this level, Mike, you get paid to catch them all. And really, you get paid to catch the hard ones. And you know that hit, it's coming either way. And I remember learning as a young player early in my career, the hit's coming, you're going to get knocked to the ground. It feels a lot better getting off the ground and handing the ball to the official. Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Jackson up top again. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. This one not quite on target. Got him too much, and that one falls incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll bring up second down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On the ground, it's Swift. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
And this ball incomplete on third down. Marlon Humphrey, the man there to break that one up.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that third down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line.
3-yard line.
Back near his goal line, Jackson. This one, batted away. It's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
And it'll bring up second down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them. They want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
The defense coming hard, trying to force the safety. He's able to get it out, but to the 2, and no further.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
Jackson from his own end zone. That one intercepted. Picked off by Kyler Gordon. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with first and goal. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here's a run with their tight end, and he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play, and now it is 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
Williams pass. Intercepted.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Get it? Cowboy 80.
And he maneuvers his way forward. A gain of 6.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down, they need 3. Here's Williams now to throw. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman to get out to lead the way.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And he steps into this one, gets up a big kick, angled for the sideline.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
In motion goes Likely. A 1st down throw for Jackson. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all.
He runs with it, and he's going to be taken down at the 17-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Out to his right. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
Gervon Dexter. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll look for Flowers downfield. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Jordan Stout now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Duvernay to return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Now he'll air one out. That is caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a game
The
of
Bears will
33.
use one of their timeouts here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 42-yard line.
What's up? Thank you.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Flush to his right. He's going to run it. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This one from 54 yards out. Santos' kick is good. And the Bears can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway.
Devin Duvernay on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Come on. Set. 18 caught.
Awkward-looking tackle there. Upended at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Flushed to his left. Off he goes. The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
And that is incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
At their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Alpha, sit hot. 180. Too hot.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
On one, ready?
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
180. Sit hot.
Jackson now. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Swift is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
On the return, it's Mitchell. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Sit hot! Sit hot!
In motion goes Likely. Off the play fake. Jackson going up top and looking for Flowers.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow, so that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there, and more times than not, he's going to run under it, but in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch. Now inside the 25. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed it. I mean, this game, it looked like it was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
To kick off.
Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. Duvernay on the return. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
At their own 43-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Now he takes off. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Give up the middle with Swift. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Bears first down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And he did a pretty good job there to get back to the line of scrimmage as he's chased out of bounds.
That's a lot of work for no gain. You risk taking a shot there if you're the quarterback the longer you hold on to the ball. But there was nothing there. Good job to the defense shutting that one down.
2nd and 10. Now Williams. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Forced out wide. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. on now. It's Carlos Santos for the field goal.
Bears field goal.
This one from 52 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bears will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This will be returned from the 6. And he gets buried on the return way back at the 10.
At their own 10-yard line.
Onward.
Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. Not much. Second and long coming up. Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. I mean, whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Third and long for Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Jackson looking to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Forced out wide. He's going to keep it himself. A big play and a much-needed one as well. A gain of 48.
48 yards.
Yeah, and this is one of those cases, Mike, that the defense is so consumed with locking down all the receivers that they lose track of the quarterback. And after realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball, he tucks the ball down and not only picks up the first down, he picks up a huge chunk play.
Two timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Kyler Gordon.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get. Mike, you're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
This is going to be caught. So it's an 8-point swing. Not just the pick six, but add on a 2-point conversion. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
What is that?
From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. To throw, it's Williams. To the left side, he's got Komet. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a 1st down. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. And they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. On the give, it's Swift. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Taking down at the 41. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go again with Swift. He'll get about 3. And that's going to lead to 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
What is that?
3rd down and 3. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So now the Brazilian-born Cairo Santos in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
180. Sit on. Sit on.
Throwing Jackson. He'll look for Flowers downfield. That's hard. And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They've fought till the end, but still will come up short.
Yeah, while this definitely helps the stat sheet, you love the idea that the guys keep fighting, it's not going to do much more than that as far as the outcome of this ball game.
Big moment here for the Ravens as they will go for the 2-point conversion. One last shot now for Jackson. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Ravens 22.
So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. They knew this would be a dogfight away from home, and they were.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it... We'll skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
The tackle made by Kevin Byard. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run it again with Henry. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Baltimore first down.
They go play action now. Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. 39 yards there, a big one.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Draw play. This is Henry. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Jackson going to run. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Well, you know, if you've got the defense laying back, maybe that option works. But if you're coming hard on 3rd down,
it doesn't work because you force the hand of the quarterback and the runner too quickly, and most of the time, unsuccessfully.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, report.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. To throw, Williams. Along the sideline, he has more. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Hey, volunteer.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And this will be a Bears first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
To the air, Williams. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a first down.
Here's Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw, it's Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They're going to go with a tight end. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Working out of the gun, Williams. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on fourth down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal.
A 52-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off the option, here's Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
The pitch to Henry. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Retains possession.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Play action. Now Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely, 28 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing is Williams. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Chicago. 44 yards. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good possession, 1st and 10.
First down, Bears.
Looking to throw is Williams. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. To the air once more, Williams. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
At the 10-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DeAndre Swift, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7.
Ravens 7. Cairo Santos.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Jackson now. They'll find Bateman once more. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Report! Tonight! You!
Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A final shot before break. Williams. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, and that is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments that Williams loses the football. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
incomplete.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 34. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9. They'll get it in the hands of their receiver, Hopkins. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner. A lot of people look at them going for it on 4th down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held them. Got the ball right back for them. So nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Bears.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
From the 17, they work on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Williams. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Santos' kick is up and through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. But we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Here's 2nd down. Running from the gun with Henry.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. First carry now for Justice Hill. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Running left, it's Henry. Down right around the 25.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage you gain there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this one is right through. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming 10-71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Chicago Bears.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now ETN to start the drive. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Lawrence. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Swift. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
To throw, Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift, 33 yards. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. So remember...